Over the course of this journey, we have systematically dismantled the ways society dresses up need and calls it romance. We have cleared away the conditions. That leaves us with an open, quiet vacuum. With the old lies removed, we have to look at how real love actually operates in practice. In most relationships, devotion is often just a code word for the slow erasure of the self. People drop their solitary hobbies, drift away from their own friends, and smooth out their dissenting opinions to avoid friction. Sacrificing your identity in an attempt to secure a partner's affection creates a shadow. You end up destroying the very person your partner originally chose to be with. Osho's teaching on intimacy begins with a difficult requirement. You must remain an individual. Think of two candles brought close together in a dark room. Their flames do not merge into a single massive fire. Each flame remains separate, burning its own wick. But their shared light illuminates far more of the room than one could alone. Real love requires two complete people who protect their own boundaries. You keep your friends. You protect your solitude. You continue to grow on your own path. Self-preservation is the prerequisite for a bond that lasts. It ensures you actually have a person to offer the relationship, rather than a shadow. We have to discard the soulmate myth because it encourages laziness. If you believe your partner is divinely chosen, you have no reason to work on your own character or account for your mistakes. Without that work, couples often fall into a cellmate dynamic. They stay together because they fear being alone, or because their lives have become too entangled to separate. They are imprisoned by habit and call it commitment. A real relationship is built by two independent adults who face financial stress, illness, and their own flaws, and consciously decide to stay. They go through the fire and choose each other again every single day. An unbreakable bond is only possible when both people are genuinely free enough to leave, yet actively choose to remain. This leads to the most difficult skill in human connection, the practice of non-doing. We are conditioned to think love requires constant activity, buying gifts, planning dates, and searching for the perfect words to fix our partner's bad moods. But the highest offering is presence. This means being fully attentive, without checking a screen, and without trying to fix or alter the person in front of you. Deep affection is measured by the quality of your presence. It is the ability to sit in silence and make the other person feel entirely seen. Love functions as an active verb. We often talk about it as a place we have finally arrived at, but the daily reality is much more demanding. It requires constant active choices, picking patience when you are exhausted, and telling uncomfortable truths rather than comfortable lies. A healthy relationship acts like a river. It carves new paths, responds to the terrain, and brings fresh experiences to both people's lives. When you try to dam that river, when you demand your partner stay exactly as they were on the first day, the water stagnates and the bond dies. Accepting the uncomfortable, ever-changing nature of this practice is the only way to keep the relationship alive. The ultimate destination of this journey is to move entirely beyond the desperate search for the perfect person. When you stop clinging and stop calculating what you will receive in return, your own heart becomes full. You no longer look to a relationship to fill a void. Osho calls this becoming the source. You embody a state where love flows out of you unconditionally, without the constant fear of loss. You realize that you don't need to extract love from others because you have become the origin of it yourself. This orientation is available the moment you commit to the unlearning we have practiced. It does not require you to be flawless. It requires you to trade calculation for awareness. Go love someone well today, not with a perfect plan, but with the simple, attentive awareness of their presence. That awareness is the entire practice. It is what keeps the flames distinct and the river moving.